Good afternoon, everyone. I know we still have some people checking in, but I want to go ahead and get us started. Let me grab one. Pardon me, folks, I had to grab my notes. I know we have some folks checking in, but I wanted to go ahead and get us started. So happy to have everyone here today, our 17th annual Donor Scholar Luncheon. This is certainly one of my favorite events of the year. And I just wanted to do a few introductions. I'm Stephen Snyder. I'm the Executive Director of the GSW Foundation. And I'm happy to welcome Dr. Michelle Johnston and her husband, Gene Pierce, here with us. And I'm also happy to have our board chair, Jeff Benton and Amy Benton, here as well. And we have vice presidents, deans, trustees, alumni board members, and certainly donors in the room with you. And I'm grateful to have all of you here today. So let's give each other a round of applause. I'd also like to recognize a few people that I think are here. They were on our list. I know Gene Pierce is here. Gene, happy birthday yesterday. 2 days ago, the 10th, March 10th. And then Liz Ruff and Joe Ruff are also have birthdays this week. So let's wish them a happy birthday. And just a few instructions, and then we'll eat, and then we'll have a great program. So the way we're going to do this is the first row, tables 1, 2, and 3, maybe 4. We're going to go from front of room to back of room in terms of the food line, because the folks in the front are on the program today. And then after that, if you would just kind of fill in, one row after the next, and then we'll all get our food and have a great program. So if you would just bow your heads as we say a blessing. Lord, we thank you for this day. We thank you for an opportunity to come together where students and donors can just fellowship with one another and get to know each other. Lord, I'm grateful for this event that allows relationships to be established and kept for years. Lord, we're just grateful for support of Georgia Southwestern. We're grateful for what the university offers to this community, and we're grateful for this food. In your name we pray. Amen. All right.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please continue to enjoy your lunch and dessert as we move forward in the program. My name is Mark Laughlin, and I have the privilege of serving as the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. And I know when you saw my name on the list, you were very thankful that you got your food now, because I'm kind of known as a talker. But I promise to keep my comments brief, so please continue to enjoy your lunch. I just want to take a moment to express my sincere gratitude to each of you for the support that you provide for our students. Your commitment to our students make it possible for them to pursue their academic dreams, which not only have an impact on their lives, but the lives of their families for generations. We are fortunate to have some truly phenomenal students, and you're sitting at the table with some of those phenomenal students today. It is inspiring to watch them grow, achieve, and represent our institution with excellence. I have the privilege of introducing one such student, Claudine Rodriguez. Clay is a senior majoring in biology pre-med with a minor in psychology, where she has been on the president's list since she first started at GSW in fall 2023. She is extremely active on campus as a member of the chemistry club, biology club, and student government association. Clay is also an American Red Cross program leader, a certified pharmacy technician, and a student worker in human resources. And last summer, she was selected to participate in the Summer Undergraduate Research Fellowship at Yale University. Please help me welcome Ms. Claudine Rodriguez.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, I want to thank you, all the donors, for being here and for showing your support for us GSW students. You've already made an impact in our lives. And I'm speaking on behalf of all the scholars when I say we would not be here without your support. My name is Clay, and I'm working towards becoming a physician scientist. I was born and raised in the Philippines and have been here for 4 years now. I'm not gonna lie, navigating the American education system was challenging. And at one point, I was deciding on when I want to pursue my education. It was never a matter of if I want to, because I always knew I was going back to school to continue my studies. However, the main factor holding me back then was my financial situation. I was a full-time employee and was able to save up just enough for 2 semesters of college or 1 whole academic year. And still, I decided to pull the trigger and register for fall 2023 as a full-time student while still working. And on my 2nd semester, I was looking up scholarships because there was no way I was going to be fine mentally if I was working 30 hours a week while ensuring that I'm doing well in my classes. And that's when I found out about the scholarships here at GSW. Your scholarships have lifted a lot of weight off my shoulders. It has allowed me to seek opportunities that would be beneficial for my future career and training as a physician scientist. One of these opportunities was doing neuroscience research at Yale University last summer, and this summer I'm going to be in Boston to do more research as part of the Harvard-MIT Early Access to Research Training Program. Your support has allowed me to focus more on my studies and invest time in myself to become the kind of student that I hope to be. And more than anything, it has given me the confidence knowing that someone believes in my potential enough to support my education. I am deeply grateful for your support, and one day I hope to give back and support the students the way that you have supported me. Thank you to the Michael G. Flowers Mike Scholarship and to the Betty and Claude Ryan Jr. Scholarship. Thank you all so much.
Thank you so much, Clay. In case you don't know, in case you live in Americus, you might see Clay in the HR office on campus working, or you might see her at the Walmart pharmacy working. So she's not only working, she's working 2 jobs, maybe more, I don't know. And she's a fantastic student, so thank you so much. It's now my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, and that is Doug Moses. But I want to introduce he and his wife Yolanda both as they're the donors for the Doug and Yolanda Moses Accounting and Computer Science Scholarships. Doug is a graduate of GSW, class of 97 in accounting, and Yolanda is a graduate from 2001 in computer science. They have 2 beautiful daughters, Camille and Gabby. A few words to describe Doug and Yolanda. Committed, generous, they're cheerleaders and ambassadors for GSW, and that's because they believe in what's happening on campus. They're both from South Georgia. Doug is from my hometown of Ocilla, so I've known him a long time and actually went to high school with his brother. And Yolanda is from Oakwood, Georgia, not Sylvester, although she went to Worth County High School. Oakfield, okay, I got it wrong. So yeah, Oakfield. She gave me a hard time one time. I said she was from Sylvester. She said, I'm from Oakfield. I said, okay, got it. They're both good friends of mine and good friends at the university, and I'm happy to introduce Doug to speak to us today.
Thank you, Stephen. Good afternoon, everyone. It's an honor and pleasure to be here today to speak to you all. This is truly a full circle moment for me and is the essence of why we are here today. So allow me to share a story with you all about a young man that graduated high school in Albany, Georgia back in the 50s. Not me. This man graduated from Albany. He played baseball. He was a great baseball player. But while a lot of his friends went on to college, a lot of them came here to Georgia Southwestern to play baseball on a baseball scholarship. He had to stay behind and help his mother out. Coming from a single parent home, he had to provide for his mother. So during the week, he would do putwooding, and then on the weekend, he would come here to Americas to see his friends. So one particular day, he was playing around with his friends, hitting the ball, and the head coach noticed him. He approached the young man and asked him, "Why are you not on my team?" The young man said, "Well, I can't afford to go to college." And the coach said, "Well, what if I give you a scholarship to play baseball?" He said, "Well, it still wouldn't work because I have to support my mother financially." Then that coach says, "Well, what if I pay you to drive the bus to the baseball games, enough for you to be able to support your mother and go to college?" And the young man said, "Yes, that would work." So he enrolled at GSW, played baseball, was a great academic student and athlete here at Georgia Southwestern. And then within those years that he was here, he actually was part of the group that created the GSW Alumni Association. And he was the first president of the GSW Alumni Association. He went on to graduate from GSW. He went to Mercer to get his law degree. And then he passed the bar and became a pretty well-known lawyer here in Georgia, representing people that was trying to get their Social Security and disability benefits. So now let me go around the remaining of the circle and talk about myself when I was in high school. I played football, basketball, and ran track. My sophomore year, my mother became disabled. And so she started drawing her unemployment benefits. And then she found this firm, law firm in Macon, to represent her, try to get her disability benefits started. So as I moved on to be a junior in high school, she was continuously being denied on her claim to get those benefits. And so during this time, I'm starting to get a lot of recognition from many schools about playing football, including D1 schools like the University of Tennessee and Ole Miss. But as I'm continuing on, my mother, her claim was being denied. Things started falling behind a little bit on the bills as her unemployment benefits started to run out. And so as I'm in my senior year, she got denied once again. It got to a point where I stopped opening letters from all these universities because I didn't want to be disappointed because I knew I couldn't leave my mother in that situation. So I graduated in 1992 from Irvin County High School, picked up 2 jobs to get my mother's bills caught up. And at this time, her attorney reached out to her and said, "You know what, I think it'd be a great idea if you have your son to come to the next hearing and tell the judge his story." So I did, talked with the judge, and it worked. 6 months later, she got a benefit started. So now I'm able to go to college. So I come to Georgia Southwestern. Received a lot of scholarships, Hope scholarships and some others. And then I started receiving extra scholarship money. Didn't know where it was coming from. Then accidentally, I saw it was my mother's attorney, Rudolph Patterson. He was providing me scholarship money. Didn't have to do it, but he did. Graduated from Georgia Southwestern in 97, went on to Georgia Southern, got my MBA in the spring of 99. And then I started working at Martin & Jenkins summer of 1999. Those first 2 years, working at Martin & Jenkins, I started getting letters from GSW about giving back, making a donation. And I'm embarrassed to say, I ignored all those letters. Did not give any money back to this university, a university that I benefited tremendously from, receiving scholarships, opportunity to do an international internship, a lot of different things. Great professors, faculty, staff, great presidents. But I did not give back to this university within those first 2 years. Then the next year I get a call. It was from my mother's attorney, Rudolph Patterson, encouraging me to get involved at GSW. He encouraged me to join the GSW Alumni Association, and I did. served several roles and positions within the association, becoming the first black president of GSW Alumni Association. Then a few years later, he calls me back again. Hey Doug, I need you to get involved with the Georgia Southwestern Foundation Board of Trustees. And I did, and served several positions and roles within the foundation, becoming the first black chair of the GSW Foundation Board of Trustees, and I continue to serve on the foundation, serving in different roles on various committees. Then I started hearing rumors about Rudolph Patterson having suffered from some memory loss and early signs of dementia. And so I remember taking him out to lunch in 2014 in Forsyth, Georgia. Had a great conversation. And he said, Doug, every time I think about you, it brings tears to my eyes. He said, I had a similar story. And that's when he told me about his story, being that young man in Albany, Georgia, having to support his mom, and then having that opportunity that coach provided him to attend Georgia Southwestern on a scholarship. Then 2 years later, in 2016, unfortunately, he passed away. I remember going to his service and saw his colleagues, and they asked me, well, how do you know Rudolph Patterson? And I told them the story, and they said, we're not surprised. He has helped so many students to afford to go to college by giving them scholarships. And that moment really resonated with me. Came back and talked to my wife, Yolanda. I said, you know what, we need to put in our will a planned gift to leave some money to the university to create some type of endowed scholarship. But we didn't make any changes in our will. We hadn't started doing estate planning, so nothing happened. Then 2023, we sat down and talked again. I said, you know what, we need to do something now. Why wait? And that's when we created the Douglas and Yolanda Moses Accounting and Computer Software Endowed Scholarship for any student that's majoring in those fields that go to Georgia Southwestern, with preference to students that graduate from our high school alma maters, Irwin County and Worth County High School. This is what it's all about. You just imagine that one gesture that coach did for that student, for Rudolph Patterson, and how it's paving the way for many other students. And I'm following in his footsteps. If I can be half the man that he was in providing scholarships to deserving students, that's what it's all about. So to the scholarship recipients, don't do like I did. When you start working, always give back. Any amount will help, right? So just remember all the great things that you have accomplished here at Georgia Southwestern, all the opportunities, the great professors, great presidents. We got Dr. Johnston with her vision and leadership, what she's doing thus far with a short period of time being here. Think about all those amazing things and give back to this university. So I'd like to say this is truly a full circle moment for me. It's a blessing to be here to share that story with you all. And again, congratulations to the scholarship recipients, and thanks to all of our donors for what you have done in the past and what you continue to do now as well as in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Doug. What a great story. Doug and Yolanda both for your generosity and support. Really grateful. And I know their message resonated with you all. And now I'd like to share another story or some additional stories and additional viewpoints that will resonate with you. Many of the scholarship recipients in the room did a video the day they wrote thank you letters to you all. And we've got those compiled, and we're going to show those now.
Is what we're doing today. We're thanking those people who don't know you, but they believe in you. And so with this gratitude, also sharing how deeply appreciative that you are in recognizing that this is something really, really special that someone else has done for you. And you have a responsibility with that now to do your best, to do your very, very best, and to make sure those investments and those special gifts really, really mean something. That's what they want.
Hi, my name is Brittany Braswell. I'm a senior long-term care management major and I'm a recipient of the Pope Scholarship. I would like to give my gratitude out to Miss Carrie Post as she is the donor, and I would like to thank you so much for all your contributions to the scholarship, to myself, and everything that you stand for. During my time as a Pope Scholar, I have been able to achieve a lot of things. I recently went to New York where I represented the Rosalind Carter Institute at the United Nations. I've also had a chance to be a part of a podcast and be featured in the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. And I couldn't have done any of that without your contribution and your heart, and I thank you so much for everything that you've done.
Hi, I'm Sonia Bernacki. I am a junior here at GSW and I'm a nursing student. I've been running cross country since my freshman year and I am a proud recipient of the Paula McDonald Scholarship. I want to thank you, Mr. and Mrs. McDonald, so much for this opportunity. I absolutely love running. It's something my dad and I have always done together. And I recently joined the Army, so being part of cross country really helped me boost my leadership and, of course, preparing for the running portion of it. And I wanted to thank you guys so much for your generosity. I absolutely love being part of the team, and thank you so much.
My name's Timothy and I'm the recipient of the Hospice of America Scholarship. I am returning to GSW as a second degree student pursuing nursing. I just want to say thank you for your generosity and all that the donors do for us students.
Hi, I'm Kaylee Ware and I'm a marketing major here at GSW, and I'm a recipient of the Mixed Scholarship and the Wheeler Parker Scholarship. And I thank y'all because I'm here today as a recipient and I would not be able to be here without y'all as a leader. And I wanted to say thank you as I'm the youngest of 5 children and a first-generation college student. Especially with another sibling here at the same time, it's definitely difficult on our financial situation, so I thank you again.
Hey, my name is Keelan Pearson. I'm a recipient of the Wheeler/Parker Scholarship. I just want to thank you for what you've been able to do for my college career. Thank you for being able to assist me with funding college. I just want to thank you because I know my hard work has paid off. And thank you once again.
Hi, my name is Sadie Hancock and I'm a freshman at Georgia Southwestern. I'm majoring in elementary education and I would just like to say thank you for the Mixed Memorial Scholarship, the Kiwanis Club Leadership Scholarship, and the Southwestern Promise Scholarship. I would like to say thank you to all the donors for helping me achieve my goals of becoming an elementary school teacher to make a positive impact on others.
My name is Ethan Beck. I'm a freshman at Georgia Southwestern and I am a pre-engineering major. I just want to give a big thanks to my donors and everybody who's helped me along the way. I'm so grateful for everything you've done for me and for the opportunities that you have allowed me to pursue. I hope to use these scholarships to the best of my advantage to further pursue my degree in engineering and hope I can make a difference to people just like y'all have done for me.
Hi, my name is Chloe Kilgore. I'm a freshman majoring in business marketing, and I am so thankful for everything that this Promise Scholarship has given me. The ability to focus on my studies and work and my family, and for my family not to have to worry about the money. I don't have to worry about the money, and I can focus on what's important, means the world to me. So thank you again to Mr. Jones and Citizens Bank. I can't tell you how grateful I am for your support.
My name is Carter Hennon. I'm a redshirt freshman here at Georgia Southwestern, exercise science major, a member of the baseball team. We just want to thank the Bozoff family and Mr. Ryan Young for giving us the opportunity to come to school here, play baseball, and help support us throughout our journey here at Georgia Southwestern.
My name is Jacob Reeves. I am a senior business major, and kind of like Carter said, without this opportunity, I'm not sure I'd be here right now, so I'm very, very grateful, so thank you very much.
I'm John Licurdo. I'm a junior from Kennesaw, Georgia. Just wanted to show our appreciation as one that's paying through school. This scholarship really does help continue my academic and athletic career, so we all just wanted to say thank you.
Hello, my name is Tyriana Anderson.
And my name is Jordan Johnson, and we are recipients of the Mixed Scholarship, which makes the President Jimmy Carter Leadership Program possible at Georgia Southwestern State University.
With this scholarship, it has given us both the opportunity to become great leaders, not only throughout our campus, but as well as our community.
Again, we appreciate your generosity, and we hope we do the same in the future. Thank you.
Wow. Those videos, just amazing. And to say to Doug Moses and to Yolanda for your generosity and for sharing your story and your commitment to making a difference in the life of our students. It's something that I hope every student here will think about. What is your story? What is your story similar to what Doug Moses shared? What does that look like for you? And think about that now while you're here and experiencing Georgia Southwestern and this incredible educational opportunity. So as there should be, there is a lot of gratitude and deep thankfulness in this room today. I love this event for that very reason. And to our donors, wow, you give selflessly. And as you've seen and heard today, your contributions have made a significant impact on students' lives, their futures, and then the lives, the organizations, the communities that they will impact. This runs deep. So your support is not just a financial gift. It is an investment in the potential and in the promise of our students. Your support is one of the reasons that our graduates are doing so well in their careers. That our graduates are third only behind Georgia Tech and Augusta University in the earnings of our graduates 1 year after graduation. You are making a difference. You are a part of that by making this education possible. So let's give all of our donors a round of, each of you, a round of applause. And to our scholarship recipients, we are so proud of your achievements. You are on a path forward toward another big achievement, and that is earning a Georgia Southwestern degree. These scholarships are not just a recognition of what you've accomplished in the past and currently, but also this is a vote of confidence in your future. We talk a lot about relationships here at GSW. We talk about the relationship between faculty and students, between our staff and students. We talk about the relationship student to student with each other. But the donor to student relationship is equally special. And I hope that you're enjoying today, starting or deepening those relationships at your tables, and that those will continue. So we are currently in a fundraising campaign to raise $12.5 million for Georgia Southwestern, with a focus on rising together and shaping futures. Rising together, all of us, and shaping futures, not only of our students, but what lives our students will then touch. I hope you're hearing more about this campaign, but part of it is to establish more scholarships and to have donors who are increasing their commitments to their existing scholarships. So I hope you will talk with others and your families about the power of supporting scholarships at GSW. You heard that from Doug Moses. You heard about the impact from students. You've been talking about it at your tables. One of the things we're really proud of is that our students get an incredible value here at Georgia Southwestern. So the excellence of the education, way up here, way up here. The affordability, while there are costs and students are working jobs and seeking scholarships, it's an affordable education, and we work hard to make that possible. But it's also because of these things that our students have one of the lowest average loan rates when they graduate in our university system of Georgia. And that makes a difference, that they're able to start their careers and really focus on building that. And hey, guess what? Like Doug said, not only are they're not paying those loans back, they're saying, hey, I want to start a scholarship right away. I want to start giving money toward a scholarship and supporting GSW right out of college. And that's an exciting, exciting opportunity. For our campaign, we've already raised over $7.5 million. And we are really, really close to reaching that goal of $12.5 million. And you're going to be hearing more about it as we go in the coming months. But thank you all today for being here, donors for your continued support, students for thanking those who are supporting your education, and then for giving everything you have. I said that when we were writing the letters. Your responsibility is to do everything you can to be the best. That's your part, okay? The future is bright, and even brighter because of the people in this room today. Thank you all, and this concludes our program unless we have anything else we need to share, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you all for what you do. Have a great day.